So some of the motivation for the project was to not have that be the story of COVID, and to have a more robust understanding in real time of people's experiences through uh, reflective expression, artwork, and aesthetic, sort of an aesthetic rendering of the experience.
I'll just add to that from, we can see that if you look at the gallery itself, that actually answers that question. Why do we need viral imaginations? The gallery and the creative writings is just incredible. It's moving, and it does that. It creates empathy. Dialogue. It gives us a sense of belonging. Um, we see a chalkboard, a chalk drawing of two little girls, 8 and 12-year-old. It looks like this beautiful stained glass, radiating light coming from the sidewalk. And it says, we are in this together. That's a sense of belonging and community. So the act of, we read descriptions of such as, it helps me to distress. This is how I get through. And so it's just, I think the answers are in the art.
So the name of the program here is Ethics Now, of course. So let me swing the thing around and reset and say, how will this viral imaginations provide an ethical examination of the coronavirus pandemic? And I'll just toss it out there, and whoever wants to grab hold first can just go ahead.
We're hearing so much about ethics in terms of the broad spectrum, in terms of, for example, utilitarianism, in terms of overarching brushes. Viral imaginations brings that down to the individual narrative ethics level, where we can see individual experiences. And that can help us answer and view things a lot differently in terms of quality of life, in terms of life's worth living, in terms of how decisions are made. And again, if we look at the descriptions, the artwork, it emphasizes what you just said, Michelle. When artist Samantha Weaver from Dauphin County, she says, this whole experience has taught me that nothing in life is guaranteed and goes to show how unexpected life can be. And there's a sense of hope in state athletics will be coming back. We'll be coming back better and stronger than ever. We are. So that's that sense of community. That's the, like you said, at a personal level, this ethics of sharing this. She's sharing her space, this photograph of her space as her artwork.
Karen, while we're here, I want to ask you, we're sort of set up for this, if I can get the buttons to cooperate. How can art give us some insight into people's experiences? I mean, obviously, we're all experiencing something, but how can art give us this insight? And while you answer this, and anybody else wants to chime in, I'll put up some pictures from the gallery.
One of the things I noticed when I looked at the works, we've got over 40 in there already, and it's only opened, launched a couple weeks ago. They're coming in, and they're just incredible range of experiences, but there are some patterns. And well, this one's by a 14-year-old. Let's see, missed her name, but she's like we can do this. This is a modern day Rosie the Riveter. The sense of isolation, or maybe a more positive way to look at it, is solitude. What can we do with it? I'm just looking at the images. Here's the one from the young athlete there, and this is my space, and we can move forward. But to answer your question, one of the things that I see as a pattern is this notion of 6 feet apart. And we have tulips that, you look at the world differently. What does it mean 6 feet apart? And for many people, it feels like, as one image shows us, it feels more like 6 miles apart. So what we do, so our perceptions of something like that, sure, we know in measurements, sure, we know mathematically what 6 feet apart means. But what does it mean from a human experience? And that's what the art can show us.
One of the things that I've been noticing in the creative work is a theme of nature, and that's partly because the time period in which the COVID sort of ravages of the disease and then this like rebirth that happens in the world every year at springtime. But there's also this attempt to sort of kind of reposition the human in the natural landscape as a kind of eternal and kind of comforting context of what nature means to us and how we might draw energy and sustenance from nature. And so that's just like a very cursory initial reading of that theme, but it's extremely strong. There's so many works, and I was just reading this piece about three loons on the Susquehanna River in Harrisburg, and the sort of these the loons. There was one loon 7 years ago, and now there are three. And what does this mean? And loons don't usually come here, and so I think that there's this. It's almost like this big kind of reset, and so since spring every year is sort of a natural reset, I think people are using that thematically to think through what does this pandemic mean in our lives as human beings.
So, what? Obviously, it's not just visual art. Some of it is people's writings as well, which is a little bit harder to show on a visual medium like this. What are some of the ethical concerns, considerations, expressions that you're seeing brought up in these artworks? Karen, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So some of the ethical concerns, like how does one live with uncertainty? The issues of, life and death is one of probably the greatest ethical discussion we have. So what do we do as far as safety and concern for others? When is that limit of our personal freedom and the care of others? So, so I do, this whole, the nature, you can read that in many ways. And one of that is like, it's also a sense of hope too, that things will return. But there's, in the artwork, what I'm seeing is that return will not be anything what we've known in the past.
Michelle, you were chomping at the bit there.
You also see very strong experimentation and it's clear, but also this juxtaposition of the roles of healthcare professionals and the import of having personal protective equipment and the lack thereof. And how, if at all, does that change the duty of the profession?
So, looking at, I'm sorry, Bernice, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that the other thing is that so people are struggling with how to behave and how to what the ethic like what are the ethics of everyday living. So there's a poem, for example, about shopping in a grocery store during a pandemic. There's so one of the things that we are seeing is what you see through the artwork and the creative writing are people's attempts to describe how they're dealing with these policies and guidelines and laws that are coming down around how to behave around people now. Um, Karen referenced the 6 feet apart, and so the question, the sort of underlying question is how do I behave as an ethical person in this context? And so it's a really to unpack that well, you have to read deeply, and that will be something that happens that we kind of like do in the future as we read back through the work and we look deeply at the artwork, trying to figure out how people are really managing these questions at a personal level. And I think that gets back to your question about this what do expressive forms have to say about ethics, and one of the things that they really reflect and they explore and they deepen is our understanding of people's everyday experience of trying to live ethically.
And through the magic of this new television, and I said at the top of the program that something was going to go wrong, and something has gone wrong. As you see that I'm no longer moving, but I'm hoping that you can hear me. Please nod if you can. Okay, that's a good thing. So there you're going to have static David with a sort of a curious expression for the rest of the program, which is sort of bizarre. So. looking at the art that comes in, I mean, these are really skilled people. At least from I'm not an artist. I can't do the graphic thing. How are people engaging with you? Where are you finding them? Who are these folks?
They're finding themselves. They hear about the project. They're excited about the project. We're sharing it widely with every audience we can think of. And then they're self-motivated. They go to the site, they upload their works, and there they are. And that number of folks continues to grow every single day.
Let me ask you, and failing on my part, I have all my graphics except for one that's sort of vital when it's called Viral Imaginations. What is the website that we are talking about, please?
It is viralimaginations.psu.edu.
Viral Imaginations is all one great big word, right? Okay.
No capitals. Everything's lowercase.
And so, Bernice, what has been impressing you with the written words that have come in? It's very easy to look at a picture and say, "Well, that's really representative." What type of things have you been seeing coming from the written word?
Well, as I said, I'm really struck by the nature, like the engagement with nature, the desire to talk about one's experiences in nature. There's also a lot about pets, which is really interesting because that's a theme that people who are home are now like going to the animal shelters and getting pets. So my next door neighbors who have two small children at home and already an older dog, they went and got a puppy. And the people across the street whose daughter came home from college when everything went online and they bought a puppy. So and in my neighborhood there's like they're just visibly more dogs. And that's sort of interesting that so people are there's a consideration of that, like life with my pet now during the pandemic. And again, I think that's if I was to hazard a guess, not having studied these deeply, it's about engagement and relationships with other living beings. And again, with something like a pandemic raises those questions. What is our responsibility to others? What is our responsibility to the living world? What is our responsibility to those other beings that live in the world with us? My hope actually is that after this, um, after this whole experience, and who knows how long it's going to last, is that we actually measure and think about our engagements with other living beings and the earth and nature in a way that helps us with the climate crisis. Because I think that's, and that we can also measure with so many people staying home, the benefits of the loss of lack of all that pollution and travel and everything. And so I'm really will be curious to see if we can see themes related to climate that emerge in the deep reading of this work.
That does sort of seem to make sense as a leap because you do talk quite a bit about the how folks are connecting or writing about connecting or displaying their connection to the environment and the physical world around them, perhaps more so than they have for many, many years. So what will Viral Imaginations be doing? And you partially answered this, Bernice, but if we can take this a little bit farther, and I hate to say this out loud, the next pandemic. What are we learning from Viral Imaginations for what happens next or what happens later in this one?
I would say one thing we're learning is what people need and what they want and observe. And so, again, not having deeply read through all the entries, it seems to me that we are, that in any kind of context like the notion of our relationship to others and how we understand that and how we constitute that. Karen, again, mentioned this sort of 6-foot distance. That's an interesting way of thinking about what happens to our relationships. But I would think that there's some social commentary in here, but there's not a lot of overt social commentary that sort of leads us to specific policy decisions or ideas about like how we should be caring. We don't have the prepper poems yet, but I do think that that what we're seeing a lot of is get us through. And I think then the corollary to that is the isolation that many feel, and how to avoid that, how to create social structures to maintain these relationships to both other humans and to nature that seem to be sustaining in this time.
Some of the environments are urban, and the kind of the spaces that are and of course one's home. If you have an outdoor around you, you have more space. But when you're in an apartment in a small place with a lot of people in there, the experience is different. And so one thing that we're learning from this is how different the experiences are for individuals depending upon the stress of homeschooling for the first time, those kinds of things. And there are these things coming out where you like, thank goodness, like the art that is like one person, a 14-year-old says, this is my first art assignment from school, and that's the one who did the modern day Rosie the Riveter. And it's like, what is it like for those that go off to work? And that's what that piece is about. So there is commentary. There's even the one about the 81 photos that create this mosaic of one nurse. So these photographs of many nurses at Hershey Medical creates the portrait of one. So it's like the individual experience is shared by many. And so you could read, and I really enjoy it. I think it's very valuable to read and look closely at each one of these images. They tell us a lot.
And it will be interesting, David, to see how these narratives and these expressions change as we move further into the pandemic, as we move through various waves of the pandemic, which we do expect, because we're in this for the long haul. And I believe, and I'm sure all the rest of us believe, that these dialogues that we're receiving these expressions will change over time.
I think that is going to be a very interesting evolution because experientially, for me, even how I feel today is vastly different than how I felt 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. And for those of us who just saw my video drop out, so more bad things are happening technology wise with me, but thankfully you all are still there. Have you seen any of that showing up in the evolution of the artwork yet, or is there still sort of a, oh my God, this is happening, and we're all sort of new to it as the art is coming to you?
Well, I don't know that we can answer that question, but one of the things, so looking at that mosaic of the 81 nurses, it's interesting, it's called Mosaic of Bravery and Heroism. And I think one of the things that may change, or that we're going to be looking at, is this kind of a critical commentary on the expectation that healthcare workers be brave and heroic. I know among the medical students, and I taught a course on pandemics in April to fourth-year medical students, that there was a lot of criticism about the expectation that physicians and residents be brave and put themselves in the front line, and yet not be compensated appropriately or be exploited in some way. And so I think there's this tension between the social expectations around heroism and bravery and what that, and the sort of individualism that refers to, and then the frontline experience of people, which can be a tragedy, difficulty, the feeling that they were being sort of hung out to dry with not enough PPE. And so I think that what I expect to find is as we move further into this, and in some ways as we move into summer, which is both a season of growing and also dry heat and sort of like the death of things, that we get a little bit more kind of edgy, conflicted, and more pieces that are more difficult. We don't have a lot yet of the pieces that speak to death, that speak to the sort of more negative experiences of the pandemic. I think what we see right now is a lot of work that's very hopeful, and that's trying to put the best face on things. And so I would expect to see a change in that direction.
I see nodding over there on the side of the screen. Karen, Michelle, you want to grab that one and run with it at all?
I'll pick up on that. The site is called Viral Imaginations, and in the idea of imaginations, we can look at trajectories and where we go in the future, and that can help us show what not to do. But we can also, in our imaginations, that's where hope lies as well. And it's not just a hope, but it's also even showing some possible directions of how we get there, how we envision the world. It's going to change, and it's up to us how we make it change.
Michelle? Now, this is sort of limited to Pennsylvania, and we are Penn State. That makes sense. But I have a sense that the logical conclusion is not we're focused, or you all are focusing on this because we are Penn State. But this is a Pennsylvania project, and why Pennsylvania?
Yeah, well, that's one thing. This is a pandemic, global, but but by focusing in on Pennsylvania, there is the local, and there is even like what I'm seeing already is like just about every county, as far as I can see, there's people contributing, and yet we share a governance. We share a lot of things as a state, and so that makes a reason for that experience to recognize. I mean, this COVID-19 really shows how different it is in different states, not only of the surge of where it comes fast and hard and resources limited, but also the policies differ. And so with that, it's really important to really focus on a local, a geographic local area that is, has its own governance and such, in relationship to this pandemic, this global.
Yeah, it really will help us when we study the site and the submissions because we can track them against the Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth decisions about closures, specific guidelines, opening up again, even we're collecting what's called metadata, which has to do with the elements of the submissions in terms of where they come from, when they were submitted, those kinds of things, and we can track those. There's certain counties, so Lancaster County has a really high level, high incidence of COVID and a high rate of mortality compared to some other counties. And so we're hoping to have enough submissions to be able to do some comparative work. And so the boundary of Pennsylvania gives us a little bit of structure to that analysis.
Now here I am. I'm presently disguised as a brick wall. Now that's my my current disguise. I'll explain that again in a bit. And we do need to sort of wrap things up here a little bit. But let us say that we have piqued somebody's curiosity, and they're like, I'm either a budding artist, a growing artist, a wannabe artist, or a super accomplished artist. Michelle, how do they get involved with Viral Imaginations? What do they do?
Go to the site. All you have to do is bring up the site, viralimaginations.psu.edu. You will land on the home page and you can check out the galleries from the menu that you will see on the left. You can be on the home page and select either contribute visual art or contribute creative writing. Fill out the form, attach your file, hit submit, and you're now a participant. You're now a member of the Viral Imaginations community.
And just to be clear, this is not a contest. This is an analysis.
This is a community. This is an archive. This is a gallery. This is all of the above. And there is no judgment on
Michelle, one more time, since I don't have the URL, would you say it out loud for me, please?
It is viralimaginations.psu.edu.
Well, I want to thank the three of you so very much for being here and living through the technological issues of the day. So, and the folks who are watching on Zoom and YouTube and Facebook Live, thank you very much. This is our inaugural program here of Ethics Now, and we're looking for grand things in the future. Michelle Meckel, Karen Kiefer Boyd, and Bernice Hausman, thank you all very much. And Zoom is when you say goodbye on Zoom, it's like terminated. You're into history for There's nothing subtle about it. So this is better looking than a brick wall. So I'll fade out and put up the gallery and say that is a wrap for this inaugural episode of Ethics Now. Technological problems and all for the Rock Ethics Institute in Penn State's College of the Liberal Arts. I'm David Price. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time, and I apparently need to get a bigger graphics processor. See ya.